Hello. Hello, dear friends. So today we are going to talk about something very important indeed, and that important thing is 12 golden formulas of English. So if these 12 formulas you know, you don't have to worry about anything at all. You can speak English very fluently, you can write English, you can do anything you like with English. There is no problem at all. But first, you have to memorize these 12 golden formulas, 12 golden rules of English. Okay? I have seen a lot of students who try their best, who work hard in order to learn English, but unfortunately, they have not found anybody to tell them that there is a shortcut to learning English, and that is the knowledge of the 12 golden formulas, which I'm going to share with you now. Once you know these 12 formulas, you can construct any sentence you like. You don't have to hesitate at all. Simply, you have to see whether you are following these formulas or not. If you do not follow, you are wrong. If you see that the formulas somewhere do not fit your sentence, be sure you are making a wrong sentence, or you have made a completely wrong sentence. So we have to learn these formulas. Before that, I would like to tell you that you have to simply memorize these 12 formulas and make sentences. Formulas here, a formula is like a dice, and your vocabulary is your raw material. When you have got a very sound vocabulary, you have the raw material, but unfortunately, you do not have the dice. As a result, it's not possible for you to make a sentence. Now, these 12 formulas will provide you with these dice. Once you possess these dice, you have the raw material as well. So you can simply pour the raw material into one of these formulas, and you see the finished product is ready. And that is a completely grammatically accurate sentence. That is what you want, surely? Yeah. So first thing is that we are learning, let me tell you, I think that you studied at your school level, and when your teacher told you that this is present tense, this is past tense, and this is the future tense. We learned this much. But the teacher, perhaps, I do not know, I'm not, of course, going to talk ill of any teacher at all, because all the teachers try their best to teach their students. So I have no right to talk ill of any teacher. So I'm not talking about any teacher. I'm simply saying perhaps it was our inability to understand what the teacher was trying to drive home to us, which we are going to learn now. So first, we will take the formula number 1. The formula number 1 is subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Remember this. Very simple. As simple as that. I think that you can easily memorize these two words. Subject plus verb. So before we get further into the lesson, I would like to tell you what a subject is. A subject is simply a doer, a person who does something. In a sentence, there must be somebody, there must be something that does something. The action word is verb. The doing word is a verb. So when you know that this is a verb, then obviously the question arises in your mind that who does this work? And the person who does it, or the thing that does it, is the subject. As simple as that. All right. So subject plus verb. Verb means a doing word. A word that indicates some action. Now let's take any subject we like. Any subject. Any random subject. Say I. I is a subject here. So we take this I, and we know the formula plus verb. So we have to use any verb that comes to the mind right at this moment. I study. Study is a verb. So I is the subject plus the verb study. I study. Now, in order to elongate the sentence, you may use any other word you like to make the sentence longer as per the situation, and those words will not, of course, follow any formula there. These 12 formulas have nothing to do with those words, which are outside the periphery of these 12 formulas. Like, I study. I study every morning. I study from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening. I study. So now you want to just increase the sentence, you may use any word. There is no problem. I study in this room. I study on the rooftop. Or you may say that I study in my garden. Any word you like. So, or you may use any subject. I study English. I study English every evening. So, English every evening. These 3 words we have used. These 3 words have nothing to do with the formula. The formula is simply subject plus verb. So, I plus verb study. Any other verb you want now? Use any verb of your own choice. All right. Let us use the word like. L-I-K. Like is a verb. So, I like. I subject plus verb. I like. Anything after that you like, you can put. That's no problem. No objection at all. The formula has nothing to do with the other parts of the sentence. Like, I like ice creams. I like tea. I like football more than cricket. So all these words you see, I like following the formula, subject plus verb. Football more than cricket. All these words are outside the periphery of the formula. Okay, let's just change the subject. Let's take some other subject. You. You is also a subject. Okay? You is a pronoun, you know. That is here a subject. So let us follow the formula. You is a subject. So if I write you just under subject plus verb, any verb you like. You shout. Shout is a verb. So you shout. Now change this. Change the there are so many verbs in the dictionary. You may choose any verb you like. You may just pick up any verb you like and put there after you, and your sentence is ready. I listen. Listen is a verb. Yes. I sing. So in the same way, you listen. You verb sing. You sing. You play. Subject plus verb. So we are going on using these sentences following only one formula, and that is subject plus verb. Let's change the subject now. Let's take we. W-E, we. We play. Play is a verb. We play. We play every afternoon. We play football in our local park. Local park. So we play following the formula. After that, all those words are not, of course, part of this formula, but part of this sentence. In order to prolong the sentence, in order to elongate the sentence, you are using all these words. We play, we subject, play, we play every morning. We play on Sundays. So this way you will just make any sentence you like with subject plus verb. Let's take some other subject. They, T-H-E-Y. They know, K-N-O-W. Know is a verb. So they know. They know you. They know me. They know the way to the station. They know the way to the station. So, the way to the station, not part of the formula. But the formula, if you follow the formula, your sentence is correct. Now, let us change this subject. Here I have something more to tell. Okay, this when you are framing sentences following this formula, you have to remember this. When the subject is a third person singular number, if the third person singular number is used by you, third person singular number is he, H-E, he, she, S-H-E, she, eat, I-T, eat, or any name you want. That may be Jack, that may be John, that may be Jill, that may be Lucy, that may be Rosie. Singular, one name, not more than one name. So let us just take the subject he, plus verb swim. He swim. Now you may use any other word you like after that. He swim in the swimming pool every afternoon. He swim in the swimming pool every afternoon. Instead of he, you may use she. She swim in the local pond every morning before going to school. So sentences we have already made, all the sentences we have made following the formula, one formula only, subject plus verb. As I have already told you that now I have something more to tell you, which you have to of course remember, which you have to retain in your memory in order to frame grammatically correct sentences. When you are using this formula and using the subject he or she or eat or any name for that matter, you should not forget that you have to add s or es to the verb. S or es to the verb. So here, what is the verb? Swim. We have used the verb swim. He swim, we have said he swim in the park. The sentence is clear, understandable. The person to whom you are speaking can understand what you mean by this sentence. But in fact, this sentence is not grammatically correct. Why? You will ask me that, sir, we have said that only if you use this formula, your sentences must be correct. Yes, must be correct. But this particular part, you have to remember that you have used the third person singular number, he or she. So you have to, of course, add s or es to the verb. So he swims, S-W-I-M-S. He swims, she swims, John swims, Lucy swims, Rosie swims. So here you see, when we are using the third person singular number, we are always going on adding s to the verb. Instead of swim, take any other verb you like. He gets up in the morning. He gets up in the morning at 6 o'clock. She gets up in the morning at 5 o'clock. Or any other verb. He talks to me. He talks. Talk is the verb. And we have not forgotten to add s. He talks to me over the phone, outside the formula. She talks to her friend every night for 1 hour. She talks to her friend every night for 1 hour. So to her friend every night for 1 hour. All these words have nothing to do with the formula. The formula, if the formula you follow, your sentence has got to be correct, grammatically correct. And you have to remember this. You have used a third person singular number. So you have not forgotten to add s to the verb. Now I have already told you, somewhere s is to be added to the verb, somewhere es you have to add to the verb. Not everywhere, only if you add the s, the spelling will be correct. Like go, G-O, go. There will not say G-O-S. But when the verb ends in O, when the verb ends in O, we have to add es. He goes to school. She goes to Kolkata. This way, when the verb ending is O, we should not forget that we have to add es to the verb. When you are speaking, it is all right. When you are speaking, you don't have anything to do with the spelling. But when it comes to writing, it is very important for you to remember this rule, or else you are going to make a lot of a lot of spelling mistakes, which will go against your interest, of course. So it is better for us to remember that when the verb ends in O, we will, of course, add es. When the verb ends in double S, we will add es. For example, he kisses, K-I-S-S. The verb ends in double S. So we will say he kisses his child. He kisses his brother. All right. So, or if the verb ends in Z, ZZ, I mean, then also es you have to add. For example, buzz, B-U-Z-Z, buzz. So here let's make a sentence with the word buzz. Excuse me. The bell buzzes very loudly. The bell is a third person singular number. Okay? The bell, not bells. The bell buzz, B-U-Z-Z, buzz, the verb. So we know, following the rule, s or es must be added to the verb when the subject is a third person singular number. So here also you will do the same. S. Sometimes this confusion arises whether you should add s or es when you are writing English. You should not forget that this verb ends in double Z. Therefore, es you have to add. The bell buzzes. The bell buzzes very loudly. After every 1 hour, the bell buzzes. Okay? So this way you are going on making sentences following this one formula only, and that is subject plus verb. Let's make as many sentences as we can with subject and verb. This formula, the formula number 1. So I'm using the subject I. I get up. I, subject, get up. Get, G to get, verb. So subject plus verb. I get up every morning at 6 o'clock. No, I don't. I'm a late riser. Okay? All right. I get up every morning. Let me speak the truth. I get up every morning at 7:30. I go to the restroom. Restroom means bathroom. I go to the restroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. Follow this. Only one formula I'm going on using. And that is formula number 1. Subject plus verb. So many sentences I have made following this one formula only. All these sentences have got to be correct. I go to the bathroom. I plus go. I brush my teeth. I plus brush. I brush my teeth. I take a cup of tea. I take. Take is the verb. I take a cup of tea. You may take a cup of coffee. You may take a cup of milk. I have a shower. I have a bath. I have a shower. I plus verb, have. I have a shower. I have breakfast. Sometimes breakfast is used as a verb as well. So you may simply say, I breakfast. If you don't want to use breakfast as a noun, use breakfast as a verb. Subject plus verb. I breakfast at 9 o'clock. Then I go to school. I go, subject plus verb, to school at 10:30. Our school starts, see, school third person singular number, we have not forgotten to add is. Our school starts at 10:45. 10:45 a.m. I go to the classroom. I teach the students. I plus verb, teach. I teach the students. I teach English. Then, after the bell goes, bell third person singular number, bell goes or bell rings, R-I-N-G-S. After the bell goes, I come back. I subject plus come back. Come is the verb. I come back to the staff room. Then I read a book. I read a book. That may be any book. That may be a story book. That may be a textbook. Anything for that matter. You may not read a book as well. I surf the net. S-U-R-F, surf. I, subject plus verb, surf. I surf the internet. After school is over or after school breaks up, after school ends, see, third person singular number, school breaks up, school ends. Everywhere I'm adding is to the verb. The school ends. I return, I subject plus verb return. I return to my house, or you may say I return home. I return home. I take some light meal. I take, take, subject plus verb. I subject plus verb, take. I watch TV, or I watch the news channel on TV. Then at 10 o'clock or at 10 p.m., I have dinner. I have dinner. I subject plus verb have dinner. I have dinner. Then I walk for half an hour. I subject verb walk, W-A-L-K. I walk for half an hour, and then I go to bed. I subject go verb. I go to bed at 11 o'clock sharp. I sleep. S-L-E-E-P, subject plus verb. I sleep. See, I have told you the entire routine of my day using only one formula, and that is subject plus verb. So you understand the strength of these formulas. These 12 formulas will help you to make any sentence of the world you like. And don't forget, the English people also have to follow these same formulas. They are not taught this way perhaps because English is their mother tongue. So from their very childhood they grow up knowing how to construct sentences as a bird learns a language. But we who speak some other language, generally our mother tongue is not English. Therefore, when we speak this language, we have to very consciously make sentences following these formulas. And after that, for a few weeks, for say 2 months, be conscious and make sentences following the formulas. And after that, you don't have to think about these formulas. The sentences will spontaneously be made by you following one of these 12 formulas. So in this video session, we have discussed only one formula. But what have I promised? I have promised to give you all the 12 formulas, but not of course in one video session. That will be problematic for you as well. It will not be problematic for me. Perhaps I may continue to give you these 12 formulas, but the video session will become so very prolonged that you wouldn't find time to watch, or your patience may flag. Your patience may not allow you to watch a very long video with all these formulas. And if you are very eager to learn English, then of course you will have enough patience. But I don't know about your patience level, so I'm not going to prolong this video session now. However, we have followed only one formula. We have learned only one formula, and that is subject plus verb. In the comment box, I would like to see just a lot of sentences made by all my viewers. And then I can understand that this formula is helping them. And then only it will be possible for me to make the next video with another formula. Or maybe into that video session, I may put 2 more formulas. Overfitting is not right, so it is better for us to learn gradually, but steadily. Okay? Those of you who have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. If you do not subscribe, it is really very disheartening to me. I feel that perhaps I'm going on talking gibberish like a crazy guy, nobody is giving a damn even. I feel like that, so don't make me feel crazy. So please do subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to pass some comment. Okay? Whether you have liked this video or you have disliked, please write down. I can understand that. If you want me to bring about certain changes in my style, don't forget to mention that as well. Okay? Thank you very much. Excuse me. Good night.